rode a unicorn through the storm.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Kliquid here, back again, bringing you guys another Madden 16 Ultimate Team video. And guys, it's Saturday, which means there are two brand new Ultimate Legends added to the game. We've got two decent ones. I will say it's a little bit disappointing because honestly, these aren't the best Ultimate Legends I don't think that we're going to get this year, but they're both still decent enough. We'll get a closer look at each of them here in just a moment. But why don't we start off taking a look at the first one, which is going to be Zack Thomas. Okay, so this one is a middle linebacker, obviously. Solid attributes, I'm assuming, across the board. We'll take a look at the boss card here in just a moment. That'll give us a decent idea of kind of what we're gonna get here, at least with the standard Ultimate Legend of Zack Thomas. But you take a look at the cards that you've got here, 83 overall and 81 overall and 82 overall. Probably those ones aren't going to be usable. I know obviously most of the time those just go into the sets anyway, so it's not like people are really utilizing them other than, like, you know, the rare occasion where somebody might want to use like a speed version of Mike Vick or something like that. But you know what you're looking at here, you've got the 2003 version of Zack Thomas here for his standard Ultimate Legend. It is 98 overall. It's zone defense and run stuff. Solid cards, I'm expecting, but let's take a look here closer again at the boss card, because that's, I think, what everybody's really excited about. Here are the attributes, guys. 5'11", that's not good. I mean, obviously they can't make Zack Thomas taller than he really was. In real life, it didn't really seem to matter that much, but in Madden, height really does matter, so that is something to be a little bit concerned about. The other thing here, 90 speed. Now, beginning of the year, we would have been excited about 90 speed. I was going to say we wouldn't have been upset about it, but we would have been happy about 90 speed at the beginning of the year. At this point, though, there are so many linebacker cards that have better speed than this, and I just think it's a little bit disappointing. Now, Zack Thomas wasn't known for elite high-end speed. He was really known for being just a tackle monster, really. I mean, he made great plays on the ball as well from time to time, but it was really just going out there and being smart and making the right play, tackling every single time. I mean, you rarely saw Zack Thomas get run over by anybody, which makes sense. He's got the 99 pursuit, the 100 tackling, the 100 play recognition, great hit power, of course, great awareness. All that stuff is there, but the speed is lacking. So it's a little bit disappointing. We're probably not going to be seeing, you know, a whole lot of better linebackers that come out here this year, but at the same time, this one isn't really that great, especially when you consider the fact that there's still probably going to be more guys like a Ray Lewis, for example. We could see Brian Urlacher. Like, all of these types of cards could potentially come out and could be ridiculous. So, you know, I think Zack Thomas is just, to me, it's a little bit disappointing. Does have 87 zone coverage, which is solid for a linebacker. Actually, it's more than solid. It's a really good attribute for a linebacker. It's not the best in the game, but still, again, really, really good. So, overall, I mean, obviously, this isn't the best Ultimate Legend card that we're going to see at the middle linebacker position, I'm assuming, but still pretty good. I do think his price is probably going to be pretty high right away, and then later down the road, this is probably going to be one of the cheaper Ultimate Legends that you can have on your team. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you're planning on investing in these cards, this one is probably not one to invest in, would be my guess. So now let's take a look at the other guy that we're getting, and that is going to be Orlando Pace. Now, Orlando Pace is, for my money anyway, one of the top 2, maybe 3 left tackles of my generation of football, where I was really, really watching it passionately all the time. Orlando Pace, I mean, arguably he was the cornerstone of the St. Louis Rams franchise when they were, you know, the greatest show on turf. Everybody talks about Marshall Faulk and Torrey Holt and Kurt Warner and Isaac Bruce and all these guys that were absolute beasts as far as skill positions, but it all really predicated on the fact that their offensive line was so good, and that was Orlando Pace. You know, this guy was an all-pro pretty much every single year. He was an absolute beast, and of course it makes sense that he's getting an Ultimate Legend card. This is a 98 overall, just like all the rest of them have been, I think. I don't think we've seen a 98 overall or a 99 overall standard Ultimate Legend. I think they're kind of saving that for the Boss Edition, which I kind of like, but then again, the Boss Editions get to be so expensive that I don't know. I kind of have a hard time with it a little bit, but at the same time, if it means less 99 overall players with 105 attributes and stuff like that, I'm kind of okay with it. So there you go, guys. There is the 3 collectibles that you'll need: the 81 overall, 82 overall, and the 83 overall. And now, guys, let's go in here and take a look at the actual boss card, because again, that's what everybody's wanting to see. The boss card is 99 overall. Of course, it's a 2001 version. Now, Orlando Pace was really known for being an elite pass blocker. And because of that, he does, of course, have the 99 pass block, so that's really good. 97 strength, solid run blocking as well at a 96. His impact block is also great. Those are the attributes that I personally really look for in a left tackle. I want to see pass blocking first, strength second, run blocking third, and then impact block fourth. Those are almost the only things that I even care about. From there, I guess I do look at acceleration and speed a little bit for if they're pulling or getting to that second level after they get a pancake. But pretty much everything other than that, I don't particularly care about. I haven't really seen awareness be particularly important for offensive linemen this year. Maybe you guys can correct me on that and show me some instances where it is important. But to me, it just hasn't really seemed to be very important. Now, I understand. Obviously, people are probably going to say, well, awareness will mean that they'll pick up the block or the blitz better when it comes in. Again, I haven't seen that be the case. Maybe I'm wrong. So I'm not really that worried about the 94 awareness. I think, I would expect it to be higher given the fact that this is a freaking boss ultimate legend card for one of the best players of the entire generation of football that we've seen. But at the same time, though, I guess, it doesn't really matter that much to me that the awareness is only a 94. So good attributes overall. Now, what I will say is that this is kind of interesting because he really doesn't stack up that much better than the signature Trent Williams that's also going to be released. So if you guys haven't seen Trent Williams, really, really good item as well. We haven't seen all of the attributes for him yet. It hasn't been released yet as of me making this video. But if you look at the ones that matter, again, I look at pass block, run block, strength, and impact block as really being the most important things. You look at strength, Trent Williams is one lower. He's a 96. But then you look at pass block, and he is one higher at 100 for pass block. So that's kind of interesting. The run block is exactly the same at a 96. Now, where Trent Williams is a little bit lower is he's only a 91 for impact block, and his awareness is only 85. However, you look at speed and acceleration. If you're looking for a guy to go out there and actually make blocks on the outside of the field, he does have significantly higher speed. 78 speed. His 86 acceleration is still really good as well. So I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying Trent Williams is better, but what I'm saying is that I don't think you're going to see a substantial difference between these two items. So personally, my opinion would be whatever one of the two items that ends up being cheaper, I would go with that. So that's just my personal opinion on the matter. I think both of them are going to be pretty good. They're both going to be solid left tackles for you. Really, really good. Probably through the remainder of the year for the most part. But at the same time, again, I would just take whatever one is cheaper because I think their attributes are close enough in the things that I really care about that I don't really think that there's much of a difference between them. Like, for example, if one is 500,000 coins more than the other, I'm probably going with the cheaper one. My guess is that Orlando Pace is going to be more expensive than Trent Williams, but who knows? We'll have to see how it all shakes out. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Good luck pulling your Ultimate Legends today. Oh, one other thing that I also wanted to point out with the Trent Williams while we're talking about that, he is +2 for pass blocking for your entire offensive line. So that is a huge upgrade for Trent Williams over Orlando Pace. So again, that makes it even closer between the two of them. It might even give Trent Williams the edge between the two of them. So just another thing to think about, guys. Thanks again. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Hey guys, if you're enjoying my videos, do me a favor, click that subscribe button on the right side of your screen right now. Otherwise, you can always check out my previous video by clicking on the left side of the screen. Thank you guys again.